Hello and welcome to day number 12. Chasing 1500 at ELO. Maybe we'll hit 1400 today. Hopefully. Again, we started at 1300, and the goal is to reach 1500 before the end of the year. Um, so, yeah, as always, we'll start today off with the daily puzzle, and then we'll get into a few games, as many games as we can fit in 1 hour. All right, this one is called Any Volunteers. Um, Interesting. So the first thing we always do is look at any checks and captures. Although I also see that this is a pin, which immediately to me looks a bit interesting, but we have nothing defending it right away. Um, hmm. So I'm looking at like here or here, but I can't see any lines where this sacrifice really works. I mean, this would be the most forcing immediately because he only has one move to take. We can jump in, they have to take. But now I don't really see any way that we win back all of the material that we just gave away. We have some checks on these lines, but of course they're all covered multiple different ways. I wonder if there's a way to remove this queen from this diagonal because this is a very inviting idea. We also maybe have this, but I can't really see how that works out. We have this, takes, takes, check. And he has these two squares. Really not an easy one today. They usually get harder throughout the weekend, so this is kind of the final boss, if you will. Um, all right, we play check here. He has two moves, and he can either take or he can move his king. I think obviously if he moves his king, it's bad because we take back with check. So that cannot be good for him. So if we move here, we have one move, which is to take. But now we don't really have any good ways to remove any of the defender, so the king. How can we remove the king? I don't see a way in which we can do that. And if we just take the queens, now this file is open. Again, we do have this check, but I mean, they can just move here, and I think they're getting to safety. I don't see how we can take advantage. Let's see the hint. The hint is to move the knight. Okay, so we weren't even looking at this. Maybe we should have been. Maybe it's we move here, threaten the queen. Queen has to go somewhere. And if they move off of this diagonal, we have a rook with check. Another move to look at is if they take, well, then I guess we can just take it back and we're still defended. Okay, no, that's the wrong move. Maybe because it has take, maybe we go here. Ooh, guys, yeah, I don't know about this one. What on earth? It's not at all. I was thinking, I still don't see the idea. What was it? What was the idea? Is it because now we've unpinned this knight? Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. All right, let's go over this analysis real quick because I did not see this one or the idea. So, and let's go back to the top. In the starting position we have here, the engine says that knight to c4. It's a brilliant move. It's the best one. Leads to mate in 7. They can take taking on g3 is the best move, but that seems very odd. I guess it's just blocking this defender, seeing as that's the weak point. And if we can somehow block this defender, so if they take here to not defend it, then we can still go here, threatening another mate here, or here, now that it's blocked. If they take, then we win the queen. If they take here, then we just play the mate that we wanted to play. Wow, I did not see that at all. If we play here, we win that, but we still have this coming in. It's not stoppable. It's, yeah, a very strong move and completely winning, but very hard to find. Um, so anyway, we did not find that one, unfortunately. But hey, maybe that can be our goal as this progresses on. We'll try and get those Saturdays and Sundays. I think we missed 3 out of 4 this week, so not too bad. I've always thought this flag is neat, Catalonia. It's not really a country, but it's interesting that it has its own flag, kind of associated with it. But yeah, we're at 1384. I played 2 games yesterday. I won one, and then I lost the one right after that. So right at where we left off yesterday at 1385, pretty much. But hey, today's goal is going to be hitting 1400. Um, I know it's possible. My highest ever is 1406. So I've been there. Let's see if I can do it twice. I was kind of playing this perk King's Indian setup style. I'm not really too sure what defines a perk versus a King's Indian, because this is very similar, with the only difference that I didn't start by playing this move and they didn't play d4 first. I think I'm going to play c6 next because I've found that this move seems to be very strong in the future. E5 is probably okay. 2 takes. Yeah, it's probably fine. It might have even been better to have gone ahead and played it one move before. I'm going to start by kicking this bishop and expanding on the queen side. And my next move is going to be h6 to ask him what he's doing with this. I'll be removing any bishop that he puts there and then playing e6. I also have this nice little move in the future. Actually, does it really even need to be in the future? I'm not too sure. I almost feel like he's allowed us to get a very far pawn advance. Of course, we don't have as much in developing, but like with that bishop here, we've just been able to chase it down. And now how does he hold on to this pawn? I don't know if he can, and now we're attacking with another threat. Of course, it's a trade, so it's not that big of a threat, but I personally... Okay, he goes ahead and takes. Is it better to take here or here? I kind of like takes here, allowing this, taking here, then he has to go here, and then we finally take back that way. Oh, not that way, that way. I think I'm going to do that. Let's just see how this plays out. I think that's better, because if not, then I don't really see how we... I think he has to take here and double up his pawns. If not, we're taking with the same threat, but now we're promoting to a queen. He has to take it. Okay, so we're going to take here. I think he probably has to play this move next. I don't think he can afford to take our bishop. Or our rook, I mean. Maybe he can. I'm not sure. Might have miscalculated this, but I don't think so, because I think we'll get this back. Because we'll have 2 pieces, and we'll have 2 pieces in a pawn. So we'll be up a pawn. would almost consider like sacrificing the rook if there was a way to move the queen out to save it. Actually, I guess there was. I could have played here with check and then came in to take. Can I just play check now? Just gonna kind of be annoying a little bit. He has this move, but then I'm coming in here, looking at taking. I don't know. I like our position. I don't think it's so easy to play this one as white. Do I take? Does that help him? Does it hurt him? I'm not sure. Seems like it, on face value, it seems like it might hurt a little bit, but I don't know if I want to trade the queen off just yet. Maybe I should. He's probably going to look to castle, and we can just get early. Because I don't really know where else to put the queen. Our queen. Here's a move, but it's very isolating. I mean, he just goes back. And then, like, I don't know, maybe I play here. But at the same time, I don't really see any way in which he can. And he could also play like this, and now, but we still have another defender. Oh, this is with the check at that point. I think, we took our dark square bishop off. That's kind of one of our good defenders. I think I'd rather play this like that, like the way I'm playing right now. So let's get our pieces activated. Let's push here. Right? Takes. I don't know. Now we've created a pawn island, and that's maybe not so good. Maybe we'll push here. Ah, no, that was a mistake. He has 1-2. He's just winning a pawn. Yikes. Yeah, that was a mistake, unfortunately. But I hope we'll be able to kind of target this pawn and win it back. But I mean, yeah, now we're down a pawn. That was a mistake for sure. I was thinking it looks nice, but I just took, like, as soon as I played it too, I realized, so I need to try and be a little bit more cognizant of that. Yeah. Okay. If he takes, then we just take this. Takes. Now we have a threat here. He has to move it somewhere. I mean, I don't. I think that's our best move. I don't think, like, I'm not saying that it's winning. I'm saying that that's our best move. Still play a move like that to just kind of get out of it. Now I think we probably should play this move. I don't want to be the one to take this because I think that's going to help him ultimately. Is here okay? What am I? Don't think there's anything he can really threaten immediately. Except he has this move. But with that protected, am I too worried about that? I don't know. I don't think so. Even I couldn't play. But I could start to look at anything like this, now pinning his bishop until he goes 1-2 or 1-2 or 1-2. Okay, he's already starting to move out of the way. Let's play this move. Need to start getting my pieces a little more active. He's up 2 pawns, but I bet he's probably up 3 because I think this one's very weak. Very hard to defend, and this one's hard to defend too. I mean, he does have these isolated, but this pawn structure is very strong. Looking at this pin, and if a response like this, I takes, after like captures back, and then hopefully winning some sort of material there. Also ideas of moving our knight that way if he decides to take us. Okay, he doesn't. I'm going to pin his knight. And now if he's not careful, if he just plays that move, we have this little tactic. We're going to be winning his knight. Now it's looking okay for us. Nice little turn of events on that one. Honestly, I think we were definitely losing, but that was a good find, a good tactical find using all of our pieces. He could threaten, but then I just play here with the check and then take. Still looking to place my knight right on the f4 square after it moves to e6 and then to e4. So we'll go ahead and take with check. So I'm looking to place my knight on the square. And the way he's setting up, I am kind of expecting him to play this move in the future. I think I'm just going to stop any ideas of that. And I can just put my rook there for the time being. But I do need to make sure that I'm not trapping my rook after it moves like here. Most of these squares will all be covered in one way or the other. Covered. Yeah. So that doesn't look so great for us. We can capture here. It's protected here. I'm not too worried about this. I'll just drop back or even drop to the side, and then he's never opening up that file. If he decides to take, I'm going to take. Do I take first? No, I take first, like this. He pushes, I take with check, no problem. Okay, he doesn't. This is bad structure, but if I can trade these off, I don't know if it matters. I see that my knight is under attack, so I need to do something about it. I can move because he doesn't need to be protected anymore. And there's like this idea or this idea. Neither one of those seem too appealing. And I don't like giving him this open. So I'm going to play here for now. May not be the best, but I kind of like it. I mean, we still have this whole open file. The king can never go over here. We have a very active rook, and we don't even have to give him this open file. We just take back. Just take back. Now we've added another defender as well to our knight, which is always nice. Now this is kind of free to play as he wants. See, I'm going to play here because I'm playing these next. Again, I don't want to give him that any like counterplay. There's no need. Our goal right now is just to try and trade off our pieces. We're up a piece. Let's just trade off our pieces. But there, maybe that move would have been better because if I can get both of my rooks on the second file, I think we'll be able to force a trade. And then continue on with our endgame with our outside passed pawn. What do we want to do? I've been talking about, I don't want to move. This is a fork. If there's any way I could play here, 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 can't takes with the pin, that's nice. I don't know. I was eyeing this move. I should have played it last move. I think it would have been stronger, but better late than never. If I play this, his threat is now he can go here. If he plays here, we're going to play here with the check. He's going to have to move somewhere. We can move this to the second file probably. Maybe we just move this to the second file already to avoid any incoming checks. Or maybe we just go here. Threatening to take. Allowing him to move his rook here. I just move over. But yeah, if he plays this, then that gives us the time to go back and do this idea that we wanted to do earlier. Not too worried about this. This is a bit annoying, but after this, and then of course he has that. If I play here, he now has this, but then I have here, and I don't think he can really do anything. He can maybe push, but I'll take, takes. He's maybe going to be able to take this piece. But again, I'm still up a piece. I'm not too worried. I'm going to play, I don't know. I'm going to play some ideas, take his pieces here. It'll work out, I think. I don't think we give him anything. I guess he has this now, too. But just go here. And then he has here. And then I just take. And I don't think he can do anything with just the one rook. I just need to be aware and make sure that I'm not going to make any mistakes. I think it's just a bit too slow. He can play here. I'll take. He can't play right away. He has to play takes. He'll play takes with a check, which again, not maybe the most accurate, but okay, he does neither. Now we still have this fork idea that we were coming back to earlier, and we're just going to win the rook. Trade him at least, I guess. I think we're just throwing a check. Need to be careful of time, as always. Probably going to go here next unless he continues on running his king towards my knight. But if he does that, then I can still play here. I'm going to play here and take here with the check. Now I need to remove that. I can't let him have this knight. He has to go here. I'll move here, getting out of the pin. We're playing good under time. We're keeping a cool head and good time control. I'm going to play here, stopping any ideas of advancing. He's targeting that. It's not really targeted. It's protected by our knight. This is a check protected by the rook that we just played. Okay, he goes back. We have this move. If he's not careful, we have an idea of a fork. Okay, we don't see it. We'll go back and just protect this piece. Protected. We're not worried. Let's let him have it. takes with check, and then we again win his rook. Okay, he doesn't fall for it. We're just gonna take. We're just gonna check him. What can I do? What can I do? Just gonna move out of this. It's purely kind of just a time crunch. I don't think we'll have anything before we start getting a bit low on our time. But the goal is just not to lose on time. Okay, I'm trying to find a good move. I just need to play a move. As long as we keep playing fast, we have the time advantage anyway. Just need to not blunder anything. I think even if we do blunder, I don't think it matters because I think he won't have enough time to put us in any sort of checkmate. Zigzagging our way closer, and then we'll have to move. Now we can take the check. Okay, intense game. Only one mistake. Not bad. Let's look at that. I bet it was what I told you with the pawns. 84% accuracy. He played 83%. We played that well. I'm happy with the way that game went. Start the review. Okay, it says book move. We have book moves up into g4, and then after that's a bit unorthodox. I like c6 there. I'll take note of that because we found that the c6. Okay, it says a mistake. I liked it. But now we continue forward. This was a mistake. We should have taken with the pawn. I don't like takes with the pawn, but I do like takes with bishop, and that is excellent. So in the future, we'll just take that one, continuing the threat on the knight, asking the knight, where is it going to go? Because it doesn't really have a good square. And I guess we should have just kept that tension because he can't play to either of these two squares. This is kind of a useless square that like two of his spots are already guarded. I mean, he can just go back, but it's not very good for him. Like after we push, we're making a new threat if he ever leaves his bishop elsewhere. Like if this bishop ever goes elsewhere and his knight's on this square, we can push this pawn, having a discovered attack. So I guess that's the idea of that. Okay. So yeah, taking that way was a mistake. But I think this is a pretty equal position still. I don't think it was that big. I think we were just winning. And yeah, this is the other mistake that I was certain about. This one brought us down to 1.8. If we were about equal, now we're about roughly 2 pawns behind. Even though we'll probably win back one of the pawns. Okay, this is a miss. Now we're 3 pawns behind. 3.7 is what the computer says. What it wanted here is rook takes on e4, so just going ahead and taking this, preventing any ideas, I guess, of that, and we can just trade maybe. But he... see, these are all kind of okay moves. Okay, this was a blunder because now we had that pin that I told you about, and if he plays that, then we played that the best we could. So that was a good tactic to find, the fact that we had this pin hanging. And I think that really kind of changed the course of the game. And I don't think we played any crazy moves. There was nothing that I saw that was like, oh, now we're losing. I think we all just kind of played good, even to the end, even in time trouble. Just played good moves, just forcing moves. This is a mistake. Did I play that move? Yeah, that's obviously a mistake. Still says we're winning. After takes. I mean, we're just up pawn. The computer gives us +3. We're up 2 pawns, and one of them is passed. So I guess that's the idea, is that he's going to have a hard time ever getting that. But yeah, I can't believe we played that move. But also, I don't know. I mean, I was hoping, my idea was that he came here to take, forgetting that he could take that way. And if he takes, then I go here, check, discovered attack on the rook. But yeah, clearly missed something. Mistake. It was a mistake to let him just have the pawn. We should have played h5, just defending the pawn with the rook here on this file. But yeah, again, I mean, you got like 20 something seconds on the clock. Okay, yeah. We were on move 59 when the video cut out. But yeah, I was just saying, like, all these moves are, I don't know, inaccuracies or whatnot. But I don't really know. Like, what are you expected to do? These are all good. It's fine. Just check. And this game could have continued on like this. How do we defend this? It wants b4 now. After takes. Just take on c4. Ultimately, we're fine trading off. Ultimately, we're fine trading off any of these two pieces for this piece. But what we can't do is trade off like these two pieces and only have the knight left. Even a king and pawn in game versus no king would be fine. We just need to make sure that they don't have anything. But yeah, okay. All that is kind of normal. Time trouble, whatever. Let's move on to game number 2 of today's games. Another 1400. Let's show them that we belong in this category. As normal, we're going to start off with, well, not normal, but as of recently, we're going to be playing the Stonewall. So I've seen that it's almost best just to take and then play and just say that he's never getting that pawn back, and we have a nice passed pawn. I don't know how comfortable I am playing that. I don't know if that's what I should do. I'm going to play here. I think that might be an inaccuracy because it allows e5. He takes, so we take. Now we can play this move. Our knight's coming out, our bishop's coming out in the next few moves. Let's get our bishop out. Now we're not worried about knight jumps here. It's protected. No big deal. And if he takes, honestly, we want our queen on that square anyway. So he's just going to help pushing pawns in the future anyway. Look to put my knight on that square after I move my queen somewhere. Maybe I kick the bishop first. He's being a little bit stubborn. I want to make sure that he castles. I don't want to play something too aggressive that he's like, whoa, better not castle. You know what I mean? But the thing is, I don't want to play this move because we're going to give up that piece at the moment. So that's not ideal. Maybe I can't move that yet. I think I'll just play here for the time being. Maybe I just play queen here. Okay, good. Get it. Oh, interesting sacrifice. All right, man. Let's play it. Let's see what happens. Looking to plot my knight right here next. But also, if he lets us just continue to attack his bishop, if he goes back here, we're more than okay, because we're looking at checkmate threats. Okay, he solidifies his bishop, saying we can't really chase him out, and he's kind of right. It's kind of a difficult position to chase him out of. I'm going to go here, looking at getting this over like that. And then even to our bishop, some activity maybe. He's rook lifting before us. I'm going to start looking at playing my king here. Ooh, giving us the fork. But I guess I can't. I can't take it. Because after he moves here, he has a pin on my queen. Uh, ooh, this is kind of bad. If I go here, he has this move, and it looks like I'll just be losing a rook. I'm gonna go here. It's crazy, but I think is what needs to be done. Okay, he doesn't let us, but I think. Oh yeah, okay, we might be losing this. We're gonna have to try and find some sort of counter threat on his queen. Where's he from? San Marino? Galicia? Where's that? Okay, this is our only move, I think. Finding a counter, but even after this, we're screwed. Yeah. Checkmate. No, not exactly, but can I stop that? I mean, this is guarding it. These two squares. Yeah, I mean, this game's kind of lost, but can't do that, can I? I'll have to go back and see where we messed up. I thought we played really well, but he came in with the even speedier attack on the king side. I didn't think we played well, but I think we were getting a good setup, is what I meant to say. Um, yeah, it's just game over. There's no point in playing that. Let's see where we messed up. Kind of felt like we had the advantage. So we'll go. These are all fine. All fine. It doesn't like that move so much, but again, it's because it's blocking in the bishop. That's a good move. These are all good moves. And then he blundered when he took. Says it was a free piece. King to h or queen to h2 would have been interesting. It would have stopped the queen from ever coming in. This is a mistake. It wanted us to move our knight out to keep that bishop active. This is okay. This is our big mistake, but not even okay. King, but what I saw is like here. How do you stop from? You're supposed to take on g6, given a brilliant move. Then you take on e2, and you're somehow equal after e7. After they play e7, this is super weird. My guess is they would play something like this. This is what I would play. Oh no, because they have to get there. Yeah, no, that seems like a good move actually. And we're supposed to play h1. They are, if they see that, they can just play f7, and it says the game's equal like this. Um, h2 seemed like a logical move. I think in the future, what would have just completely mitigated that is when we came over with our queen to move our queen in. This move would have been good. This would have been good. I mean, now he can't ever put the queen in if he continues about it. Like, I don't know, what did he play? He played that, and then we played here. It still doesn't like the move. It says it's a missed win. He plays f6. I think we can play our queen here. No, because he has h6. But now our king is not pinned. This is best. He just takes on f4. Oh, no, on f4. Here, like this. It says they're slightly better. But, I don't know. Do not know. Interesting game. Let's move on to the next. Back down to the 80s. All right, let's see if we can get another game where we can use our stone wall attack. So I'm supposed to just offer this. If he wants to trade, fine. We'll double our pawns, and it's actually a strong pawn in the center. We're kind of gaining space. I mean, I know it looks weird, but it's not that bad of a position. I'm gonna move here. It's keeping the tension. Go here in a bit. He's gonna castle queenside, isn't he? Don't think I can really expel him from this anymore because now he has this piece. I think my goal is going to be to go here and push. Now we push. I'm gonna take this way. Again, I don't think that's a bad pawn structure. I just don't know. I don't have the confidence in myself to play it correctly. Is really what kind of comes down to. Um, and we're gonna undouble our pawns here very soon, very quickly. I'm looking if we have anything a little bit more threatening. That looks good, but of course it's covered by this bishop, so do not play that one right away. I'm gonna go here, here, but covered. Here is probably best. That's blocking. Maybe here. Maybe we just play. Like I want to find a way too to target this square. I mean to use that to our advantage. Just gonna play here and undouble our pawns first, and then like look at kind of where I can put this bishop. I like this queen on that diagonal. Of course, it's defended by the king, but it looks good. He has some sort of battery here if he decides to take, creating an isolated pawn. Then I can go takes, takes, takes. Probably go here. And then I'm not entirely sure where I'll put my bishop. No, he doesn't. He goes. It's an interesting choice. I think we have to take, or we're just losing a. I don't. Well, I don't know if we're losing a pawn. Oh, but now he's taking the check, which doesn't matter. I mean, takes. Now he takes a check. Move here. Where does he go? Like here, probably? No. I think we just take this. It's going to be a check, but I don't see what he has that we don't. And I think we're going to get our rook onto the second file very soon. I also have this coming in. No, I don't. Be back rank mate. Let's not play that. But I can play this and then play that now that I've added a defender. I mean, I don't think we can just give it. That can't be good, right? Just to give him that. If I play here, is it a bit more accurate? Yeah, now we have a protector so he can't come down onto any of these squares immediately. I think it's a bit more accurate to play this move. My guess is we'll see rook to d5. Okay, so now I can play this move. Do I want to play this move? I like this move. We'll defend here. If he comes back, then we'll drop back. We're not going to draw this. I think we're winning right now. Like, this is coming in. Of course, he can come in here and start taking, but we can too. Can also try and protect. Okay, but yeah, see now that he plays this move, I can play this. I think I can play this move now. We're going to be winning a pawn. I don't see how he can stop that. But move order is important, right? Like say he plays like, I don't know, king here, or just a random move like that. We can't take immediately because after that we're losing. Actually, I'm not too sure we can take it all now that I'm looking at it, because even if takes, unless he takes with the queen, if he takes here, okay, well, never mind. He gives us the open file. We're okay for that. I think we'll just take and get a pawn island from him. And at some point in the future, I don't know how he can hold on to these two. I mean, where there's a will, there's a way, so I will never say never, but I'm just going to start pushing our pawns and developing a little bit. These two first, because I want to cut off his queen activity. And this one's protected by our queen. Maybe we'll get our rook on the same file soon. We can push these at any time. Doesn't seem too worrisome. Just push here and then here. Again, we have two. Like, he's not going to win that. Just trying to think if there's any way I can get him to leave sooner. But do I even need to? Can I just play? No, obviously not. His next move is probably here. Can I play here? He plays there. I play here. He takes, and then takes or moves here. Takes. His only issue is if he doesn't take or takes that way, but I don't think that's an issue. But also I could just play here. He's going to play here. And then what? Here? You could just keep pushing maybe? I can play here. That seems like the safer route. And also, too, like, if he pushes, I can just play a check and then capture. I'm going to go here first. I want his queen gone. So I'm going to play a check first, and then I can play this move. That to me felt a good bit more accurate, I think. But, sir, I can take you. uh, yeah, I guess he just kind of forgot about that. I mean, I don't think I'm making a mistake. Trade off queens, and I'll just bring my king over, and I don't really think you can go anywhere. Even put my bishop here, maybe. I gotta block this first. If he ever moves, we have a back rank to not forget about. Try and catch him off guard at some point. He doesn't play that. I'm gonna go ahead and take here. Just play this move. Not too worried. He can't. What is the right move here? Do I play here? That can't be right. Giving him 2 pawns. I can play here, but I'm worried about kind of getting my rook stuck at some point. Maybe I just play here, he plays here, I play king here. I could even drop back. Maybe I play here. He tries to probably go around and then push this. But I can at some point play a discover check and win that pawn. I like that. I like that idea. I think our best move is just to play a waiting move. The issue is that's with check. So that kind of means I can't play that move immediately. Just play this move. Go up here maybe and then come back down. We need to be careful of our time too. So he's going to try to come down. I don't see. I really don't want to give him anything like this. I think maybe it's a necessary sacrifice. Did I just mess up? I might have just fucked up. Because that piece is going to be very active. I need to start looking at this like yesterday. Fuck. I think I botched that. All right, I need to start applying some like secondary pressures. I want to be on this to win maybe a tempo, hopefully. He has to play this move. Thing is, I'm promoting with the check, and that's the important part. Not too sure it'll matter. And then he's just up the rook. If I promote here, he takes. He's up a queen, but I think we have a better shot with that than anything else. Man, I thought we were completely winning. We need to review that in game for sure. But this will at least make it kind of more difficult for him, I hope. It's the goal. We don't really ever want to be on this diagonal. Let me just push, and then I'm going to give him some checks. Just don't make it too easy for him. He now has to win, and we just play for a draw. We have nothing to lose, except our dignity. King being there is annoying for sure. He could just trade and then promote again. I can't stop it. Yeah. Put me in check, man. Do it. Dare ya. Stalemate me. Yes, whatever. It's gonna be mate. All right, let's see where we went wrong. I felt like we played that game really well. Unfortunate. 0 blunders, if that's worth anything. Okay, our first mistake when they castled was e4. I liked e4. It had us in a slightly better position. It just wanted us to play here. Okay. But whatever. I don't think there's anything too crazy. That's it. Doesn't like captures. It wants us to keep the tension and to just play c3. I didn't like. Okay, yeah, sorry. The thing cut out. What I was saying is that I didn't want to play this, which is the best move, c3, because I was worried after takes, and now we have just this ugly little two pawn island thing that's like, I don't know, kind of hard to defend. But I guess we end up with the one pawn island, which isn't much better, and maybe provides less pressure in the center. So one thing to keep in mind, that's an inaccuracy. This was a fine response, fine response, fine response. Again, we couldn't take right away. Like we couldn't take here because actually, why could we not take here? Oh yeah, because I was mate in one, and when we played here, it was a check, and so we had to move somewhere, and now we could defend and attack. And again, that was a mistake. Now we're just up the pawn. This was an inaccuracy. I like just a6, just keeping our rook here and playing this move. No, not this move. Sorry. Whoa. King to g1, rook back to f2. Oh, these are playable moves, is what it's saying, but these aren't this the best move. The best move would have been this, trying to get that king active. Curious, what's so wrong with h2? It's just an inaccuracy, I guess. Nothing too wrong with it though. Yeah, just a couple of slight inaccuracies when like I don't know, king f2, trying to get our king more active sooner. Like just to move, even just to move sooner. Instead of this, play here, played here. There'd be no issue of like, you know what I mean? He has nothing. Or even rook to a7, it says. Just taking a pawn for a pawn and having a much more active king. And then two pawns that have been passed compared to like random one, two, three. One which is about to fall for sure. And then the other one, I don't think he can really hold on to without losing. Um, so yeah, just a bit on the pawn structure, just kind of messed us up in the end game. Um, yeah, and nothing really else to say after that. Just kind of trying our best to. Oh, I'm curious, what was with the whole exchange thing? It said rook takes on b1 is a little bit better. After takes. I don't know, probably here. I mean, like it's a checkmate. You know what I mean? He's not going to d5. He's not going to not be able to do this to us. Play. Should play here. Um, here. You know what I mean? Like everyone knows this checkmate. Uh, if he goes here, you go here. Now it's telling us mate in 25. Here, here, and then check. Now his only move is back. Here, here, here. Um, Sorry, no, that one we would have played there. And I'm just working back. So, yeah, a little bit unfortunate. We lost two out of the three games we played. The one game we played was both. All of our games, I think, were interesting today, and I feel like we were in a winning position in this one and just couldn't convert it. So it happens. It happens. But yeah, back down to 1377. I'll probably play a few games this evening. Hopefully, won't drop too much, and I won't pass 1400. If I get close to hitting 1400, I'll make sure that I record it so that you guys can watch us pass it tomorrow or the next day or whenever it happens. Hope you all enjoyed episode number 12. Stay tuned tomorrow for episode number 13. Thanks.